Alrighty. Today's date is August 21st, 2025, and I am about to completely reboot my social media accounts. So, this has been an ongoing challenge for like the last at least 3 months or so because my account on TikTok, especially Techmaster, was starting to slow down because I spent so much time in my business stuff. I didn't make the suit, I didn't really make much content, and I've seen this gradual decline in my videos and everything. All my views on TikTok have gone down. I've lost tons of followers. I used to be at like, I think 210, now I'm at like 204, so I've lost about like 6,000. So I have been plotting and scheming a way to completely restart like all of it without making a new account, because I don't want to do that again. I have a great base. 200,000 followers is fantastic, especially since 100,000 of those were acquired within only 24 hours. So I want to keep the account, and I originally was very unsatisfied with the format of the first vlogs I started posting this past winter in 2025, because I would start out each vlog with like the same, Obadiah Stane quote from Iron Man 1, and it's just like, it wasn't the theatrical kind of storytelling intro that I originally intended, envisioned, I guess you could say. I wasn't satisfied with it. I didn't want people to, watch my videos or search me up, after seeing me go viral or whatever. I don't want them to search me up and the first thing they see is me yelling. I didn't want that to be my whole presence online. I don't want people to see me and be like, oh, this is the guy that screams in every video. That's just like, it's just not cool. I never really wanted to be that way, because like I'm telling a story here, not just about like, I guess about myself, but like it's not just for views. It's not just for, the social media. It's not just for clout. It's not for that. Like, yes, it has been greatly, I guess, incorporated into how I do all this, but it's so much more than that. And it always has been, because I've been building these suits since 2012. And it used to be just something I would do in my basement, by myself. Anyway, so now everything's different. So I saw this decline and I wanted to restructure my whole TikTok account. And so I think I've cracked the code. I restarted my vlogs back in May with a whole new format, which is much more theatrical, much more visually appealing, honestly, just much more appealing in general. Slower in terms of retention wise, it's a much more slower, kind of slow video. But I've found a way to actually combine both. So combining the new, kind of new outline of the videos and also the old format of the videos. I found a way to combine both, because the problem is, that I've noticed with the new format, is it's not really optimal for TikTok and I'm not platforms, which is fine. Like, again, it's a much more slower video. So I found a way to combine them both, because even though I'm not going to start every video off with the same Obadiah Stane quote, screaming from Iron Man 1, I still want it in there because it's a great way to get views, to be honest, and it also pays homage to what got me all the success in the first place, was literally that quote. Like, that line is what like started everything for me. So at least as of like 2025. So I am about to make a new video, which is going to be a part of vlog 1. This is going to be in the vertical format for TikTok and Instagram, and I guess also YouTube Shorts, because I've decided that I'm going to be releasing two horizontal long format, or 2 horizontal cuts of each vlog. So for example, for vlog 1, there will be 2 editions. There'll be the first, which will be kind of a short format to sum everything up, and then there'll be like a director's cut, which is like the full video, where it will be several times probably longer than the first version, and include like a much more in-depth analysis and much more in-depth in terms of like content and just the whole story and everything. So anyway, I have the outline for the script for this new clip for vlog 1. So here it goes. Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. And so will I. Because every Iron Man fan on Earth has now heard the line. Do you think Tony Stark would be Tony Stark if he wasn't a billionaire? No shade. And it is my mission to prove that you don't need to be a bit... Oh, crap. I'm going to reset the line. And it is my mission to prove that you don't need to be a billionaire, go to MIT, or even college to become Iron Man. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why is this Harry Potter, Flint Lockwood, frickin' Megamind looking dude talking to me about Iron Man? Because I'm going to build an entire Iron Man suit in my shed with a bunch of scraps. And I know it's possible because that's the vlog. That is literally the whole script. Now, the difference between this and the original formats is that with this one, there's no intro. There's no like, you know, music playing and like the black screen with like the, you know, the text. That doesn't exist in this. And my theory is that if all goes well, this video will actually outperform those videos in the past because those videos did super well. My vlog 1, the first clip of vlog 1, which I posted January 1st, got 6 million views on TikTok. And it had an intro, which was like, what, 20 seconds nearly? Like at least 15 seconds of just like a black screen with text and like some music. And people waited through that enough to watch the rest of the video. So if I take that out of the equation and just post, you know, a whole bunch of clips of me just talking with, you know, the callbacks to, you know, Riri Williams and Obadiah Stane and all that, if I have those same factors that gave the original videos that success, and I like extract that and just have it a continuous video, like, I have no idea how well this is going to do. Like, I think it'll do really well. Honestly, like, the only thing that is going against me is the fact that I haven't started anything with the suit yet. So I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of comments. I can already see this. A whole bunch of comments are going to be like, this dude's done this every year. He's just doing it again, blah, blah, blah. But that's not the case this time. That is absolutely not the case this time. And I know it's going to be hard for people to believe. I understand I'm going to get a lot of backlash probably for it. It is what it is. Like, that's what I get for, like, stalling. But at the same time, you know, this is something that's only, I can't stress this enough, this is something that's only happening once. I only have all these scraps one time to build one suit with. Like, I'm not doing this again. This is it. This is all, this is the final push. Like, this is the final, this is it. Like, after I use these, I'm not building the scraps like that. Like, this is the last time this is ever happening. So, you know, even though I've let a whole bunch of people down, I'm sure, and like stalled for like 8 months now, you know, it's going to be in a format which I think will actually finally, like, I guess satisfy me in a sense. Like, it just, you know, it's hard to explain to people because they're like, you know, why don't you just build a suit? It's not just about building the suit. It's, I'm telling a story, you know, like, I'm telling my story. Like, this isn't just like just some dude building a suit in a shed. This is me, like, building a suit, becoming the best version of myself, becoming financially, like, independent and wealthy, and, you know, starting my own company and my own, like, this is like everything. This is literally, I called this series Becoming Iron Man for a reason. It's not just to build a suit. Iron Man isn't defined by his suit of armor. He's defined by all that Iron Man is. Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. That is Iron Man in his own definition. Like, you know, and the way I see it is if I don't become anything close to that, I'm not Iron Man, you know? So, like, I'm probably not going to be a billionaire. Millionaire, that could happen. You know, genius, I could get pretty close, you know? Playboy, you know, I already got a fiance. We'll see where that goes. You know, and then philanthropist. Like, when I'm successful and I, you know, can actually benefit from my own success, I want to share with the world. Like, I want to, like, do things and help people. And help, first of all, help my family. Help my friends. You know, help, you know, start some businesses. Like, that's what I meant to do, you know? But I can't do those things. I can't do any of that if I don't build the suit first, which is why, like, this is so important, you know? And I've realized that for years, honestly, like literally years. I've realized that, and I've gotten to this point where, even like just several months ago, like I just keep going to the dump to get more parts and more scraps and all that. And it got to the point where I'm like, I'm probably never gonna stop, because the truth is I don't want to stop. Like I don't want to stop picking. I want, because like I feel like part of it's like I love the idea of like, oh, I gotta get more scraps. I'm gonna check the pile today, see if I can find some more parts, and I find that I was probably never gonna stop doing that until the dump actually passed a, not law, but I guess a rule that like you can't pick from the dump anymore. So like I literally can't get any more scraps. Like this is all I have now. This is a finite, limited supply of materials now. I no longer have like a unlimited amount. Like this is it. So cricket. All right, Jiminy. You gotta silence, bro. Yeah. It's like menace. So anyway, I'm gonna end this video. I'm going to record this. Again, I have no idea how this is gonna go, although I do have this overwhelming feeling that once I post this video, everything will change. Everything will change all over again in a whole different way. And everything in my life, bro, I am literally I'm like peel up the floor and like get you, bro. No, but I genuinely feel that like once I do, like I feel like everything in my life has led to this point. Like everything in my life has reached this inevitable boiling point where if I don't become Iron Man, I lose on every front. I lose in helping my family. I lose in, having the life I want with my fiance. I lose with helping my business partner with his business and starting my own. I lose on everything. And I lose with my audience. Like, if I don't build the suit now, if I don't take this step now and start after, finally begin, everything is lost. That's just how I see it, and that's kind of what God is telling me. Like, I'm getting the signals now where it's like, okay, like now, like, I know you thought, last year was the time and this previous winter and 3 years ago and 5 years ago, but this is really the time, So anyway, cricket. All right, I'm going to post this video on TM Backrooms. It's the first video I made on this account in 3 months. So here we go. Cricket. I silence that thing.